These titans are capable of swiftly recovering from setbacks. We will investigate incidents in which prominent individuals were involved, but they have been largely disregarded. Kindly view the entire video and promptly subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Paul McCartney's Narcotics arrest. Paul McCartney has maintained his resilience throughout his life as a result of his immense celebrity status, and he has only encountered difficulty on a rare occasion. McCartney, however, faced substantial obstacles during his January 1980 visit to Japan when he was apprehended at the airport with half a pound of a particular substance. The concept of performing with his band, Wings, was utterly discarded. McCartney was facing significant allegations of smuggling and was at risk of serving a 7-year prison sentence. In contrast, he was discreetly released and deported from the country after only 9 days of being detained in a narcotics detention center. Number 9. Manny Pacquiao's offensive remarks. Manny Pacquiao, a Filipino boxer, is considered by some to be the greatest of all time. He retired with a record of 62 victories and 8 losses, in addition to earning numerous world titles, including 3 in the welterweight division of the World Boxing Organization. In contrast, his public image was the subject of a scandal in 2016 when he was caught on camera making exceedingly homophobic comments on Filipino television. Nike terminated their long-standing and prosperous partnership with the boxer in response to his statements, which elicited global outrage. Number 8. Caitlyn Jenner's fatal car accident. Caitlyn Jenner was in the news in February 2015 for a different reason. She was on the brink of publicly disclosing her transgender identity. Jenner's involvement resulted in the death of Kim Howe, who was 69 years old, in a multi-vehicle accident. Jenner was not charged with any criminal offenses as a result of the investigation, which did not uncover any instances of negligence on her part. The catastrophe's news was no longer reported as a result of Jenner's decision to disclose her transgender identity in April 2015 and her subsequent status as an outspoken public figure within the LGBT community. Jenner is not the first celebrity to be involved in an automobile accident that resulted in mortality, which is a regrettable fact. Number 7. David Letterman's behind-the-scenes scandals. In 2009, a producer for the television program 48 Hours attempted to extort $2 million from David Letterman in response to his sexual intercourse with staff. Letterman's refusal to compensate the individual ultimately led to the disclosure of the truth. Letterman addressed this issue in October and subsequently apologized to his wife and associates for the inconvenience he had caused a few days later. There was some concern during the affair that Letterman was using his authority to encourage his associates to engage in sexual intercourse with him. However, this concern has been satisfactorily addressed. Despite the numerous scandals that have occurred in the present day, Letterman remains regarded as one of the most exceptional primetime comedians. Number 6. Chris Brown's attacks. The laundry inventory of this rapper is overflowing with unclean items. He was arrested in 2009 after assaulting Rihanna, his fiancée at the time, which was the most notorious of these incidents. Even though he was charged, offered a plea bargain, and publicly apologized for his actions, it would not be his final offense. He was previously accused of aggravated assault in Paris in 2019, was involved in an alleged standoff at the Los Angeles Police Department in 2016, and was accused of chasing a woman out of his residence. He was subsequently embroiled in a confrontation with Frank Ocean and Drake's entourage. In each of these cases, Brown was either released on parole, the charges against him were withdrawn, or they were not pursued. Nevertheless, he has persevered in his efforts to compose music and tour, despite the obstacles he has encountered. It seems that celebrities continue to be a part of his team, and the public's perception of him has not been significantly impacted by these incidents. Number 5. Winona Ryder's shoplifting scandal. In the 1980s and 1990s, Winona Ryder achieved significant success, garnering her the title of one of the most renowned actors of the decade. Nevertheless, in 2001, she was convicted of stealing items from Saks Fifth Avenue that were valued at more than $5,000, which drastically affected her career. She immediately encountered difficulties in achieving the same level of recognition as she had previously received. Only in the 2016 season of Stranger Things did Ryder make a significant return. The acclaimed performance she delivered on the program, which cleared the slate, enabled her to flourish with a new generation of admirers. Number 4. Ben Affleck's family history is confidential. Finding Your Roots is a public broadcasting service (PBS) program in which Henry Louis Gates Jr., a professor at Harvard University, provides personalities with their family tree histories. Although it is a delightful concept, it often elicits disquieting realities, such as a documented history of human ownership. It was disclosed to Ben Affleck that one of his distant progenitors was implicated in this contentious historical event. In contrast, Affleck requested that this particular piece of information be omitted from the episode. The fact that he had effectively convinced the producers to remove that specific portion from the program was exposed by the infamous Sony email hack that occurred in 2015. Affleck and PBS were both subjected to severe criticism as a result of their lack of editorial integrity. Number 3. Matthew McConaughey's arrest. In October 1999, Matthew McConaughey was apprehended at his Austin, Texas, residence for illegal possession of marijuana and marijuana paraphernalia. The police were dispatched to investigate a disturbance complaint that had been filed against McConaughey, who was reportedly playing bongos while naked at approximately 3 a.m. McConaughey objected when one of the officers requested that he assume a pair of pants during the detention, according to reports. He is purported to have pushed the officer to attract his attention. We were overjoyed that the actor was only detained for one night and that no charges were lodged against him, as the incident did not result in any severe repercussions. Number 2. Reese Witherspoon's police interaction. In Atlanta, Reese Witherspoon was arrested in 2013 for disorderly behavior after her spouse was apprehended on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Witherspoon verbally accosted a law enforcement officer while under the influence of alcohol. Witherspoon, who experienced feelings of humiliation as a result of her actions that evening, recognized her responsibility for the incident, entered a plea of no contest, and paid a fine and court expenses, totaling more than $300. Number 1. Rob Lowe's sex tape. Rob Lowe is accused of engaging in sexual intercourse with at least one young woman and potentially another woman of legal age while attending the Democratic National Convention in Atlanta in 1988. What methods can be employed to verify this information? A sexually explicit video was made available to the public. Lowe was 24 years old at the time, but his companion was a juvenile, which necessitated additional investigation. The video, which also featured Lowe and one of his associates engaging in sexual activities with the model in Paris, was widely disseminated and garnered significant attention. Many individuals anticipated that his career would conclude, and it was extensively reported in the media. Please share your insights in the comments section and become a subscriber to receive supplementary content. I am grateful for your consideration.